Hi friends, welcome back. In the previous section of the video, I was actually trying to show you the functionalities of the camera pivot. I was actually trying to tell you about this particular feature where you can plot level 3 supports and resistances of camera pivots from a historical perspective. So you can see the level 3 and also of course level 4 getting plotted through the chart. The next 3 sections basically talks about plotting intraday camera pivots. The first one is intraday camera pivots, third, fourth and fifth layers getting plotted. The next one is intraday camera pivots of all the layers getting plotted. The next one is intraday camera pivots, only the level 3 getting plotted. The next one is weekly camera pivot, third and fourth layers which gets plotted only for that particular day. And similarly the next item is monthly camera pivot, third and fourth layers which gets plotted only for that particular day. So if these lines are in the vicinity of the particular chart setup, you can see the lines plotted. Otherwise the lines will be plotted somewhere outside the vicinity of the chart, which will not be displayed here. And next item is actually if you want the weekly pivot to be weekly camera third and fourth layers to be plotted for the whole week. So you can see the line getting plotted that extends through the week. And similarly next one is the monthly camera pivot, third and fourth layers plotted for the full month. So you can see the plot getting extended for the entire month. And similarly next two items are pertaining to quarterly pivot. So this particular feature plots the quarterly third and fourth layers only for that particular day. So just in case if you want to see if there are any quarterly pivots close to the vicinity of the chart, you can just try this. And the next option plots third and fourth layers for the full quarter. So currently there are no quarterly pivots close to the vicinity of the chart, so that's the reason why you are not seeing any lines here. The next two items pertains to yearly camera pivots, which I have already mentioned that in intraday chart it's not possible to plot yearly camera pivots or yearly, for that matter, yearly pivots of any form because of the data constraints. So the next items talk about plotting the text weekly, monthly, quarterly and yearly. So you can see a bunch of, you can see the text getting plotted on the right hand side, and similarly for the monthly, and similarly for the quarterly. If at all, if you have any quarterly pivots close to the vicinity of the chart, you can see on the right hand side. And yearly, of course, as I told you, it cannot be done. Next section actually plots the future pivots. This is next day's camera H3, H4 and S3 and S4 pivots. Similarly next week's camera level 3 and level 4 pivots, and similarly next month's camera level 3 and level 4 pivots, and similarly next quarter's camera level 3 and level 4 pivots. And of course this is next year camera level 3 and level 4 pivots. It cannot be plotted, it is not visible in the intraday charts. But if you want to actually see the levels, you can go to the daily chart and try plotting this. The next one is a developing camera level 3 pivots. So you can see level 3 resistances and level 3 supports along with the central pivot. Next one is level 4 resistances and support which is basically developing as and when the price gets formed. If you want both the developing level 3 and level 4 pivots, you can just click both the options. You can see the level 3 developing pivot, level 4 developing pivot, similarly level 3 support, level 4 support, developing as and when the price keeps developing. This is basically very obvious. If you want the parameters to be shown, you can just click on yes. If you don't want the parameters to be shown, click on no. Next one is something related to price action. So one of the price actions which I mentioned in the presentation is extreme reversal setup. So if you want to actually display the extreme reversal setup, you can just click this yes. So whenever extreme reversal setup is displayed or formed, it shows alphabet called ERS. It shows a word called ERS. So the next section is basically multi-time frame trend ribbons. This has nothing to do with pivots. It's basically it actually shows the trend based on moving averages. So red color indicates downtrend, blue color indicates neither downtrend or uptrend, neither downtrend nor uptrend. Yellow color indicates uptrend, and so on and so forth. So this is basically activated based on an experimental basis. Still further research has to be done to see how this particular section can be used for future strategies. So for the time being, I am actually hiding this. And this is basically the pivot based oscillator moving average time frame. So this is this pivot based oscillator is used for various strategies. So if you want to play around with the numbers, you can play around here. So basically this one says that the fast moving average is 13, slow moving average, the middle moving average is 21, and the slow moving average is 55. So if you want, by any chance, if you want to change these numbers for any reason, you can just play around with a different set of numbers. So I suggest not to touch this. The next one is actually swing high and low. So these are basically pertaining to price action. So if you actually see the presentation, I would have talked about intermediate high-low price action patterns and intermediate high-low price intermediate term high-low price action patterns and short-term high-low price action patterns. This is something related to that. So if you want to plot the intermediate short-term price high-low price action, you can actually check this on. You can increase this to 10 so that you can actually get the full numbers. So these are the actually swing low, swing high and swing low points. Usually I prefer keeping it off. The swing high and swing low points are actually plotted in terms of this small star. The next section basically talks about BCTC different. BCTC difference text. This is BCTC time. BC is nothing but bottom central and TC is nothing but top central. So when you actually plot the CPR, you actually have the central pivot along with the bottom central and top central. So if you want the bottom central and top central to be displayed based on different time frames, you can select the time frames here. how it has to be displayed. If you want the BCTC difference to be displayed based on the daily time frame, you can just click on daily time frame. If you want it to be displayed based on 2-day, you can click on 2-day time frame, and so on and so forth. So by default it is actually based on daily time frame. I suggest not to change this, and this is by default it is yes. Actually, if you have any trade strategies based on this BCTC difference, it will display the text here. So I suggest not to play around with this. Okay, the next section is basically a very important one to be actually given attention to. It is called the strategy section. So here I have given lots of strategies. Here, if you see this plot, this particular option shows no strategy. If you click on this no strategy, the line disappears. The arrow which was displayed here disappears. So the strategies above this no strategy, or all these are grade A strategies. So grade A strategies, I have explained to you what is meant by grade A strategies in the PowerPoint. Grade A strategies are actually strategies that have found to be more powerful based on the backtesting, which was done from 2013 onwards. So the backtesting of all these strategies have been done both using in-sample and out-of-sample data. In-sample data is basically from 2019 onwards to 2020, and out of the sample data is basically from 2013 onwards to 2019 data. So the strategies that are above this no strategy are grade A strategies, and the strategies that are below this no strategy, below this particular option no strategy, are grade B strategies. So this grade B strategies are found to be like either average or below average in terms of the performance as evident from the backtesting results. So your basic focus should be on this grade A strategies. You can also play around with grade B strategies. So if you want to tweak this grade B strategies, you are actually welcome to do that. So by default, this MUPS advanced is by default checked here, that is enabled here. And if you want to play around with all these strategies, you can just keep checking this. And this is swing period. Swing period is nothing but this price action points. So if you want to enlarge this price action points, you can actually increase this number so that it provides a much wider price action points. The next one is volatility breakout. So if you want to plot the volatility breakout, one of the strategies is volatility breakout strategy. If you see this strategy, so the fourth strategy is volatility breakout. So if you want to plot the actual breakout line, so it actually plots this breakout line. So you can see here arrow getting displayed here because I have enabled the volatility breakout strategy here. So this is the volatility breakout line, down line. So as and when the price breaks out of this particular line, you can see the signal getting displayed here. In this case, a short signal. So by default, this is